the death and the vow of vengeance. The continent of Arathia was a blood-stained canvas. It was not only a war between kingdoms, but also the relentless hunt of the royal army for relics that contained the power of primordial mana. Among them, the ultimate target was the Core of Eternity, an artifact said to possess the ability to control life and time. Rumour had it that whoever possessed the core could not only heal any wound or prolong life, but also reshape reality itself and turn into a living god, a power great enough to subdue all of Arathia. In this never-ending war, one elite group was revered above all others, the Silver Fang, a symbol of loyalty and royal strength. Aiden Valen was a warrior orphan. He had no noble lineage or fortune, only an unshakable loyalty to his ideal of protecting Arathia and a sword forged from iron will. His mana power focused on speed and astonishing regeneration, allowing him to charge into the battlefield like a storm and emerge nearly unscathed. He was the indispensable spearhead of the Silver Fang. The Silver Fang team was not just comrades, they were Aiden's family. Leonhardt, the captain, a lightning warrior with platinum hair and piercing eyes, charismatic and always leading the charge, yet beneath his surface lay an ambition greater than loyalty, born from a deep hatred of the nobility that once trampled him. Elena, the beautiful fire mage. She was Aiden's lover. Her warm smile and gentle care always appeared as his emotional anchor. But deep down, their relationship was built upon a secret promise and a cold calculation. Darius, the ice mage, cold, quiet, and only concerned with the efficiency of missions. He saw emotion as weakness. Darius was the tactical brain, always maintaining emotional distance from everyone, even the lives of his comrades. Cole, the archer, Aiden's best friend, the only one who understood his loneliness and desire for acceptance. Cole always wore a smile, but his eyes sometimes flickered with fatigue and complexity, as if hiding a heavy psychological burden. The final mission. After months of hunting and fighting, the Silver Fang received a top-secret mission from the Royal Army. Infiltrate the ruins of Aetherion in the far north, believed to be the resting place of the Core of Eternity, guarded by ancient divine sentinels. The 3-week journey tested the limits of endurance. Together, they overcame mana traps and faced enemy Shadow Reaver legions. In particular, during the battle at the Thunder Dragon Canyon, Aiden had thrown himself in front of a faulty sentinel's deadly strike to protect Leonhardt. The scar on his shoulder remained undeniable proof of his faith in his comrades. Each time they faced danger, the bond between Aiden and his team grew stronger. Leonhardt always shielded him. Elena healed his wounds with warm incantations and gentle words, and Cole provided timely support from afar. When we return, we'll have it all, Aiden. Freedom, honour, and a peaceful life. Leonhardt had said that final night, his hand on Aiden's shoulder, his eyes gleaming with ambition hidden beneath the mask of a perfect captain. The trap at the heart of the ruins. They ventured deep into Aetherion. At the centre, a soft emerald light gradually illuminated the long-forgotten chamber. It was the Core of Eternity, a massive crystal floating in mid-air, radiating such pure mana that it was dizzying. The air was thick with energy, amplifying every spell around them several-fold. Aiden, possessing the strongest mana resistance and the most absolute loyalty, was chosen to retrieve the core. He carefully approached the crystal. The moment his fingertips touched it, an enormous surge of energy exploded outward, reducing all remaining divine sentinels to ash. Aiden felt the power of life and time surging through his veins. He had never felt so powerful. "I got it! The mission's complete!" Aiden shouted, turning around with the Core of Eternity in his hands, the green light illuminating his proud, radiant face. That was the moment the betrayal began. There were no cheers, no congratulatory smiles, only deadly silence and unfamiliar faces. Leonhardt stepped forward, no longer worried, but wearing a satisfied grin, the hunger for power blazing in his lightning-filled eyes. Behind him, Darius raised his ice staff, not to protect, but to seal the exit with a thick, unbreakable wall of ice. Cole, the archer, had his arrow aimed straight at Aiden, his fingers gripping the bow so tightly that his knuckles turned white. "Aiden, you've always been the most loyal one. What a pity," Leonhardt said, his voice deep and cold, stripped of all camaraderie. What? What are you talking about, Leo? We're Silver Fang. We swore an oath. Aiden frowned, his heart beginning to crack like glass. The doubt cut deeper than any wound. Silver Fang is a fairy tale for fools who believe in honor, Leonhardt sneered. The core of eternity isn't meant for those rotten royals. It's mine. It belongs to the one worthy of ruling Arathia, the one who dares surpass all limits. Hand it over. Aiden reacted instantly, lunging forward, but Darius was faster. A massive wall of ice not only blocked his path, but exuded freezing cold that slowed his mana flow. You can't win, Aiden. 3 against 1 and you're holding an overloaded mana artifact, Darius said coldly, his expression devoid of emotion, as if describing a simple tactical equation. Aiden looked toward Cole, his closest friend. Cole, you two, look at me. You're not doing this for honor or power. Cole lowered his head, his arrow trembling so hard that the feathers rustled audibly. I'm sorry, Aiden. We owe Leonhardt, and sometimes, to live a peaceful life, you have to choose the stronger side. There's no other way. The real blow didn't come from Leonhardt or Darius. It came from behind, from where he least expected. I'm sorry, my love. A sharp burning pain erupted from his ribs. Elena was right behind him, swift and decisive. She pulled out a small dagger infused with searing fire mana from his back. Fresh blood soaked his silver armor. The strike had pierced near his heart. Aiden spun around, his face twisted in agony and disbelief. Elena, why? Our promise. That promise was to deceive the naive. Honor doesn't feed me, Aiden. Power does. Leo promised me the title of queen beside him, she said, her voice steady, tinged with excitement. Her once warm eyes were now filled with cold ambition, staring directly into his collapse. Leonhardt didn't waste the moment. With a roar, he unleashed his most powerful lightning spell. A bolt of violet blue lightning tore through space, striking the core of eternity in Aiden's hands. The devastating clash of lightning and core energy created a massive mana explosion, shaking the entire ruin of Etherion. Aiden was thrown back. He felt his bones shatter, flesh tear, and mana drain away. The core of eternity flew from his grasp. Leonhardt swiftly caught it with a special anti-mana glove. Aiden fell toward a bottomless pit created by the explosion. He reached upward, begging for help from those who had once been his family, but only contempt answered him. Kill him. Leave no trace, Leonhardt ordered, not even glancing at his dying comrade. Elena stepped to the edge of the abyss, her eyes emotionless. Goodbye, Aiden. A powerful fire spell burst from her hand, striking Aiden's chest and sending him plunging into the endless darkness below, where only the residual mana of dead sentinels and eternal shadow remained. The vow to the darkness. Aiden fell. He kept falling, consumed by excruciating pain and unbearable humiliation. Elena's betrayal shattered his heart more than the core's explosion ever could. He felt nothing but burning hatred. That pain became a black flame consuming his soul. When his body finally struck the bottom, shrouded in corrupted dark mana mist, a voice echoed in his mind. It was not sound, but a chilling, eternal thought. The voice carried the weight of millennia. You deserve a better end, young warrior. It was your weakness that brought your death. Aiden forced his eyes open. Before him stood an ancient entity, formless, only a shadow of eternity, surrounded by writhing tendrils of pitch-black mana. Who are you? Some mockery of me? Aiden groaned, each word a torment. I am what Leonhardt or anyone can never control. I am the shadow within the core of eternity, where the forgotten souls reside. You were betrayed. What do you desire most, Aiden Valen? Honor, love, or vengeance? Vengeance. Aiden gritted his teeth, blood spilling from his lips. That betrayal must be repaid. I want them to feel this pain, tenfold. I can grant you that. A chance, a rebirth. The power of shadow shall be your new armor. In return, your soul will belong to me for eternity. You will become my instrument in this world. Do you accept? There is no turning back. Aiden didn't hesitate. He had lost everything. Honor, love, family. Now, only hatred and his pact with darkness remained. I accept. I will return, stronger than ever. Leonhardt, Elena, you will pay, Aiden whispered, his final vow merging with the black mist, as he felt a dark chilling force replacing the blood and mana within him. Then, the shadow of eternity devoured his soul. Aiden's body disintegrated, but his will was eternally sealed, awaiting rebirth in the darkness. 3 years had passed since that dreadful night at Etherion. The continent of Arathia trembled under the rule of Leonhardt, the self-proclaimed new emperor. Everyone believed Aiden Valen was dead. But in a distant land, a mysterious man named Raven appeared, with eyes cold as ice and an unfathomable power. He began spreading chaos across Arathia, his sole targets, those who had once been his comrades and his lover.